So it's a release weekend for a new set, the GP is apparently sold out, and yet you decide to half-ass coverage and give us non-answers, then make us wait until after the weekend for more information? That's a big yikes on my part. We all know that Wizards of the Coast hasn't made the best decisions in the past few years, and this weekend was probably, in my opinion at least, one of the worst decisions that they've made in a while, especially with the way that they ended up presenting it. So on Saturday, after being questioned why there was less coverage than usual, they had made an announcement about coverage going forward on Magic Fests. First of all, I'll read it to you guys, but it was so scarce on information that it left so many questions, and they didn't actually say anything else until yesterday, which didn't help at all. And this was also a response to someone's tweet. It wasn't actually an announcement per se. A company of this size should be able to make a large public announcement, but instead they made it on their Pro Tour Twitter, not all of their Twitter accounts, but they said it as a reply to someone. So this is the reply that they had made. As we begin to focus on Mythic Championships and the Magic Pro League, we're adjusting our coverage for tournaments at Magic Fest. For New Jersey forward, we'll be posting critical end-of-tournament information on Sunday evening instead of round-by-round postings here and on our sites. Fans can still expect to see top 8 deck lists and tournament results on Sunday evenings. Coverage doesn't have to be some large ordeal. A few people covering events would suffice, but they just announce like a fourth of the coverage that used to exist out of the blue. Why would you stop covering GP events like this? I don't understand it. In this short of notice, you announce it on the release weekend? This is such a disservice to your player base. I want to be able to see round-by-round text coverage. I don't want to have to watch a live stream or see other people's notes. Even though I do look at them, that's not the main way that I want to get my information. Which follows with another one of their statements that they had ended up making yesterday. As a response to Hipsters of the Coast, Blake Rasmussen, I hope that I'm saying his name right, explained that the Magic Pro Tour response on Twitter only applied to round-by-round live text coverage of events, which will no longer be live. Instead, as stated on Twitter, the remaining text coverage, including deck lists, top 8 bios, pairings, and standings, will be posted at the end of the event. And as for video coverage, Wizards emphasized that they did not announce anything regarding video coverage and that we aren't announcing anything about it at this time. However, Wizards of the Coast wouldn't confirm when or if the next GP would be streamed, only by saying that besides Mythic Championships and Mythic Invitationals, we have not announced our streaming schedule for the rest of the year yet. So they gave a non-answer, which doesn't give anyone faith. It doesn't give me as a player of these events faith. Yeah, they didn't announce any changes to video coverage per se, but when you won't confirm when or even if the next GP would be streamed, which leaves a lot of questions unanswered in my opinion, meaning you're either caught guilty and won't actually be streaming it, or you haven't figured out yet if you actually are, which is even worse for a company of this size. 2018 streaming schedule was planned, I believe it's 6 months in advance if I remember right, and now you suddenly don't know if you're going to be having coverage for GP events? This personally gives me no confidence in professional Magic. Why would I want to spend upwards of $60 for just an entry into an event where if I win, I can't even look back at the memory? You know, that's one thing that I always really loved. Or even if my friend is in a tournament and actually makes it to day 2, I won't be able to see their matches. I mean, they did, like I said, they didn't say that there would be any changes to video coverage, but at the same time, they're implying that there will be because they won't actually be streaming GPs, or at least at a more regular basis than they were. It wipes out that after experience and that memory of the moment and that isn't cool in my mind. I want to be able to look back at these memories. I want to be able to sit down and chat with my friends and say, oh, you remember that one time that I was at this GP? I actually do that with a lot of my friends, you know, that have actually topped events, not just GPs, but other events as well. And, you know, we'll look back at that memory and it's really fun and just, it really, seeing the smile on their face, actually getting excited about being able to share these memories is something special, and I feel like you're taking away that special moment. I hope that they, again, for a third time, clear up what they mean by this and actually give us more information on video coverage. I hope that they release a schedule. I have a feeling now that the schedule is really going to be cut because they wouldn't confirm it. And the text on, end of day event reporting, I don't really like that either. I feel like they're half-assing everything that they can at this point, and it really just doesn't give me confidence. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts on the changes down below and the non-answers down below. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, and of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either which way. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and check out the links in the description if you want to help support the channel. But I will talk to you guys in the next video really soon.